Absolutely. This is yet another development as far as a ceasefire deal between Iran and the United States is concerned. Of course, President Donald Trump has stated that either the deal will be great and meaningful or there will be no deal at all. He said that on Truth Social, and he did say that there will be no deal. And of course, this was in response to what the Iranian side said. The Iranian Foreign Ministry said that a deal with US was not imminent despite progress. And in fact, the Iranian side also stated that they are in contact with coastal countries to provide security as far as the Strait of Hormuz is concerned. And it is pretty normal, the Iranian side said, to sort of require a price for the services that are being offered via the Strait of Hormuz. In fact, Donald Trump also stated a short while back that JCPOA was a disaster that was negotiated under former President of the United States, President Biden. But there is a twist to the tale, because that's not all that President Donald Trump has stated. The president has also, in a very longish sort of a post, he stated a new request to Arab nations like Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Jordan, and more countries to join the Abraham Accords as part of a larger deal with Iran. Now, what are the Abraham Accords? Now, they were the series of historic US brokered agreements that were signed in 2020 and 2021 that established a formal diplomatic, economic and security normalization between Israel and several Arab nations. So, of course, this time around, the president is batting for Israel, and he is requested for more countries to join the Abraham Accords. In fact, he said that the Middle East would be united, it will be economically strong, and perhaps like no other area in the world if they sign the Abraham Accords. So that is another twist in the tail, yet another twist in the tail. Meanwhile, Marco Rubio continues to be in India. Tomorrow is the board meeting, but he has said that any deal that must be signed, that should meet the United States standards. Remember, just a couple of hours back while he was speaking in New Delhi, he said that some good news is on the anvil and it could come anytime soon. However, immediately, a couple of hours later, the Iranian side said that while negotiations are going on, that does not mean that a deal is imminent. Meanwhile, Rubio has stated that Trump is not going to make a bad deal.